Hey, it's your boy Sid. It's your boy Dis. We in here together. Thoughts from your boy. Check us out.
Peace.
I'm your host, Dysfunctional World.
I'm your boy Sid, aka Mr. Let's Talk.
So let's talk.
What we talking about?
Emotional and physical pain. Which one can
Ooh.
you withstand?
Man, I can't stand the pain. Are you kidding me? That's
And why? Which one can you withstand and why?
You know what? Honestly, I think I would rather take physical pain. As a man, physical pain is easier for me to take than emotional pain. Emotional pain just hit hard. That shit just hit different and stay with you. Physical pain, at least, like, hypothetically, you almost break your leg. Almost, right? Not quite. Maybe like a really bad sprain. Really, really, really bad. At least 6, 7, 8, 9 days is healed. It's healed, period.
I'm talking about stuff even worse than that.
Right. Even, okay, I deal with back pain.
Okay.
It might be some days where it's 2 weeks where I'm just through there. I'm talking about down bad. But at least I know it's going to end. I know I can pop a pill, you know what I'm saying? And boom, I'm good.
I was just thinking, I will give you a scenario.
Right. But with that emotional pain, that shit be lasting a month, 2 months, you know what I'm saying? Like, it be real. Because us as men, we don't deal with emotional pain often. So when it hit hard. We ain't used to that shit.
I'm gonna have to say, when I was, I want to say 10, somewhere between 7 and 10. I was on the back of these pegs, riding down a steep hill, and the person that was controlling the bicycle said, "Hey, my brakes went out," and we were headed straight for a car. So I jumped off the bike. I didn't understand the laws of physics. A bike traveling down the hill going 40 miles an hour. You jump off a bike moving at negative miles an hour, the ground will flip you up.
Yes.
I rolled my face for about 12 feet.
Damn.
Messed up the whole left side of my face. It healed. I got depressed because of emotional stuff. It lasted for about 6 years.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn. You see that?
So I'm gonna have to agree with you that
Man.
physical pain, it hurts. It seems like it's never gonna end at that moment, but it heals.
Rick, what you got? I know you got one. Give me a physical story, then the emotional pain. I mean, physical pain, then emotional pain. Which one lasted longer?
All right. In my instance, I say that emotional pain to me is temporary, because most things are always temporary. With your feelings, you may feel one way 1 minute, and 10 minutes later, you may feel another way. But it just
True.
depends on whether you're loathing in it, or whether if you're trying to keep yourself busy to take your mind off of it. But from a physical standpoint, from a physical standpoint, going through what I went through, to where I had a career-ending injury, I'm still dealing with physical pain. So bad to the point to where I have an electronic device implanted on my spine to control pain and get me on opioids. You see, it works.
Okay.
Some days it don't work. Like today is one of them mad days, but I'm good. But
I understand.
In my case, I say physical pain is over the emotional pain.
Okay.
Over the threshold.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
Pat.
Colors, bro.
Pat, what you got? So what we doing now? We talking about emotional pain and physical pain. So we giving examples of physical incidents that we had that caused the physical pain versus the length of time that we had when we had the emotional pain, and which one was longer, which
So
one
you
was
asking
worse.
from a personal experience?
Yeah, just give an experience
yeah.
of, like, maybe you failed, you tripped, you had a
Of both?
of both, physical and emotional.
Physically, I had a incident where, funny enough, me and bro was playing ball at the gym by the house, by Pop's house, Wiggins. And this was several years back, and that's when I turned my left ankle. We was out there playing, and went to go block a shot or something like that, and came down, and my left ankle had rolled. And in the heat of the moment, it hurted, but the adrenaline kind of kicked in, so I walked off, sat down, and then I was like, man, let me get up and go outside, because it was hot in the gym. They didn't have no fans running, so I had to walk outside. And the closer I got to the door, I almost passed out. It was so hot. And then I started to feel the pain, and I had just made it outside into the hallway before I blacked out, and I saw my ankle swell, and I was like, down for months, couldn't hoop, because it was hard to get on the ankle, put that pressure down and stuff like that. So I felt like that sucked, just because even with I still had to go to work, so I kind of had to limp around.
So you still had to deal with that.
Had to go to rehab. So even though I did have a little mental going on with that, but it was more physical. Cause I could still walk, nothing broke.
So about how long did it take in days for you to pretty much get back on your feet?
Oh no, it took months.
It took months. Okay.
Like I said, now I was on my feet because it happened on the weekend, so luckily I didn't have to go to work until Monday. So I was all right to walk, but it still hurted. But I couldn't plant like I wanted to. I couldn't move. I wasn't
right. Well, that's what I mean.
So it took months just to get back right before I got back on the court. Just because even then mentally I'm like, man, I don't want to hurt myself. Can I do it? So when I would get out there and step on the court, I just shoot around and get out of the way. Emotionally.
Pain.
That physical pain when compared to nothing I went through emotionally. And I'll share one story out of many.
Right, yeah, and you ain't got to give no details, just give some
many.
Well, you can attest to this when stepmom passed away. This was funny enough. This was the year that LeBron and them won his first ring.
Goodness,
okay,
yeah,
and I'm at the house chilling with who I was talking to at the time, and I remember you text me and you was like, "Hey, get to the hospital now." And what's funny, not funny, what's crazy is you said, "Get to the hospital right now. She's not gonna make it." But how I read it was, "Get to the hospital right now. We don't think she's gonna make it. Like we're not sure." And I didn't read it till I was like the light right before the hospital. So I'm driving like, man, let me go. Boom. And I'm like, I'm finna get there. And then someone's like, look at the message again. I looked at it and I'm right outside of the hospital. And then that's when it really set in because I was like, oh no. Then I run in and, Dunn was like the first person I see getting off the elevator. He's just looking at me like.
Right.
So, of course, going through that for myself, going through that for Pops. You feel what I'm saying? Just because this is the first time.
That all over.
This is the first time I've seen Pops like that. You feel what I'm saying? With me being me and bro being the youngest too.
Right.
I never seen Pops that vulnerable outside of grandma and granddaddy.
Right.
But
absolutely.
even then with them two, he wasn't born and I was little.
Right, and then that was so long in between.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So to see like that was his partner in life and all, I'm like, man. So you think look at it from this standpoint, from my perspective. So for the family, for Pops, okay. That same year I had to move back home because rent was going up at the time when I was staying at home, so I had to move back home. I'm still in school because I had just re-enrolled. So all of that. It just happened just back to back. And then I'm trying to be at home and I'm trying to be strong for him.
Man.
So I'm kind of like, whoa. And you feel what I'm saying?
I still ain't over that pain. So.
Never.
Yeah,
never.
I feel him on that.
So
that's
I
crazy.
think I got to agree with Rick as far as saying physical pain can be more than emotional.
I guess it depends.
Because I remember a time
it can be
that I blacked out, almost killed somebody, woke up, didn't realize what happened, felt terrible about it, paid for it for 16 years after the fact. But then I remember I got arthritis in my hands, and I feel it constantly when it get cold. Like all the time when it get cold, I feel it. Be opening and closing my hands, don't feel like I can open and close no more.
Now, okay, I agree with both of y'all saying, right? Now that I'm sitting here listening. But still, I know for me, physical pain, I can adjust to it and I can adapt to it.
I can adapt to it.
I can live with it, right? I can live with it.
Yeah.
It's livable.
I can't live with emotional pain. It's
dormanting.
I have to get it out. You know what I'm saying? I release it. I'll go talk to somebody. I can't live with emotional. I know me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Virgo in me, you know what I'm talking about, don't allow me to do that.
Not the Zodiac.
Right. I mean, just had to, throw that in there one time for the one time, But it's like, I can't do it. I gotta get it out.
Happy birthday. Cancer season.
Oh, yeah.
Go back to what you said.
All right, but yeah. And bro, actually, shoot, everybody in here, you know what I'm saying, can tell you.
Right.
I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to say it. I have to. Especially emotionally. Something that hurt me.
So you can't let it sit on your soul.
No. Because I don't feel like I'm being said. I ain't being whatever people know me as. Everybody know me as being the same way, regardless of what name you may know me by.
Right.
Everybody know me. I'm the same way. If he got an issue, he gonna tell you. Or if you ask, he's not gonna tell you until you ask him. But when he asks you, he gonna
he need to get that off his chest. Whatever
right,
it is,
I have to get it off.
Gotta get it out.
And it ain't gonna be disrespectful. It ain't gonna. But I gotta, if they ask me, because I feel like I can't just let it sit and fester because I've been there. And like I said, the incidents where, like he was just saying, he blacked out. The incident where I blacked out, I don't like it. I don't like doing that.
No,
I don't like none of that.
I don't like
but
it.
I understood that it came only because I had something that I let just fester and just sit.
Yeah.
And all I had to do was say something about it, and it would have been okay. So you know what I'm saying? But I do understand what y'all saying because I have back issues that I'm gonna have for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't got no emotional issues though, because when I do have those, I deal with them. You know what I'm talking about? I get them out the way.
You got 99 problems, but emotions ain't one.
There you go. And it be hard, y'all. I don't want y'all to think that I'm saying, just be easy. I just get over it real quick. I'm just like, boom. No, it be hard, y'all. But it's like, I just face it. You know what I'm saying? And let the hardships begin, basically. Just let it begin. Because I know eventually, it's going to subside. The emotional shit be a trip, though.
Can I say something real quick?
Sure.
Just to make it a little light. Now, I could talk about a situation where it almost got to some physical pain, but it wasn't going to be on our end.
Well, that's true. But
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It came down to a situation where we just had to jump out of the car one night, and it almost got
incriminate
physical.
yourself.
Right, exactly.
No, of course not.
Allegedly.
Statute of limitations.
Hey, look, we was on 33rd Street, Southwest. It was me and Jim. I pulled out the Draco. Of course not. Of course not.
I mean, but allegedly.
That's what they said.
See, but in those situations, we wasn't reacting off emotional pain.
The truth.
You see what I'm saying? We was reacting. Period. It wasn't emotion we was reacting off of. What we was reacting off of is what brothers should react off of. If it's a situation. In that moment, we were big brothers. So we were prepared, right, to do what big brothers do.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what that was, But like he was saying, when our stepmom passed,
man,
R.I.P. That is a pain that I still have yet to be able to get over. You know what I'm saying? Now you accept it for what it is because she wouldn't want you to dwell in it and stuff like that because that wasn't her character. So we move on. We just don't forget. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. But like me and Diz said when we made a video a couple of days ago, right? Because now I'm finna switch. I'm finna pivot a little bit. When it comes to women and emotions, they are just the opposite of everything we saying now.
They are.
What we saying now, they're saying the opposite. So they're saying this on the emotional side because that's how they act.
Is one of the most painful things that they can say they go through.
Right, exactly, right. And at the same time, we look at it as one of the most beautiful things. But they'll say it's one of the most painful.
Emotional pain that they say is unbearable when we cheat on them.
Right. So the same way I'm saying I couldn't deal with it, that's how they feel with emotion to that extent. Right. So it's just the opposite for them. And it's a real thing though. Remember we were talking about the what you said?
We speak
the two different languages. Yeah, the different languages that he broke it down. Yeah. He broke it all the way down. And so when we talking emotion, that's their language. Logic, or you said logic, right? Logic is our language. So when we
approach a situation, the first thing we do is logically assess the situation. The first thing they do when they approach a situation is emotionally assess the situation.
Right.
How is this gonna make me feel? What about this, that, and other? What if this don't happen?
Right.
What if this does happen? All those scenarios run through their head emotionally.
Right.
We run through a situation like, okay, so it's 5 dudes in the house. I got 6 bullets. I mean, I can't miss.
Pretty much. That's like, no, he right though. When women tell us a problem, right, they may be wanting to just vent as if the same way they talk to their girlfriends
or just want you to see their point of view.
Right, but with men, when we listening to a woman, we go into fix-it mode. We are trying to figure out how we can fix it, and that's just by nature.
Oh, so you said the room is leaking. Okay, well, let me
right.
The room.
And in reality, she's not even trying to get you to fix it. She's just telling you some of the stuff that's bothering her, and that's, you see what I'm saying? But with us, we just hear, oh, you got a problem. Fix it. Let me fix it. And like he said, that's the language difference.
Barrier.
When women, a lot of times men say, women hear what they want to hear. Oh, you got something, Rick? You got something? I thought you had something. Like you about to jump in there like, but yeah, so, see, I know he married, so he don't want to say the wrong thing. Me neither, I
feel hypotheticals. I mean, we all grown. I'm pretty sure hypotheticals would be harmless.
That's true.
Okay.
It would be.
Yeah.
Rick said that, not me, baby. I don't want no trouble. Nah, I'm just joking
I
around.
didn't have
Nah.
anything though.
No, we just joking around, man. Adding Rick in the conversation. Listen, for all your photography needs, y'all be sure, because this video is sponsored by F8 Visions. F8 Visions, y'all be sure to check him out on Instagram, YouTube, IG, TikTok. F8 Visions 2, the number 2. You know what I'm saying? F8 Visions 2 for all of your video needs. You know what I'm saying? Modeling gigs, all that stuff. Indoor shoots, outdoor shoots, reasonable prices. All that good stuff. Y'all be sure to check out F8 Visions 2. All right.
And a word from our sponsors.
That was our sponsor.
No, I got another. If
Okay.
you're feeling like you just need to tackle that sweet tooth, I wasn't here for the last sponsorship shout out, but they are not lying when they say they're eating these gummies.
We told y'all, listen to me.
So
We
just in
told
case-
y'all, and we got to pause the video right now to do this. We told y'all one time before that we are all about the Albanese. We're not sure how to pronounce it, but we're all about these going all the way back to video 3, I think it is.
3.
And this is like video 40, I don't know.
20-something?
Yeah,
40?
20, yeah, it's
40,
a lot.
yeah.
And this is always,
Game.
y'all, you have to check these out. They have an ultimate version of these.
No, the gummies. All about the gummies.
The gummy, okay,
The gummy
okay.
got the ultimate.
All right.
With 8 flavors. This one got 12
This one,
flavors.
12 flavors of these. Yeah, y'all check these out, man. Y'all be sure to tell them Thought from Your Boy podcast sent y'all over there to check
They
these
not
out,
lying.
man.
And then for those who are real tight and restricted on your calories, it's not bad. You know what I'm saying? Check your sugar, check your total calories,
Got all that for you.
check your protein. Just
My mom had some and she was like, where
World's
you get these
best.
from? She's like, those are good. Where you get them from?
Right. See, y'all, I'm
I said,
telling
got
you,
my other bag, Mom.
this is it, y'all, for real. So this put the pod up on these, man. Ever since he came in, he slid through that day with him. We've been on them ever since, man. So
They're delicious.
hey, shout out to this for picking a good choice right here, and we've been rocking ever since, y'all.
So now that we touched on the sweet tooth needs and we touched on the video and photography, we just got to touch on the music. When you're feeling lonely, you ain't got nothing going on, your dog left you, your boyfriend and whatever jumped out the window, and you need to hear some good music,
Good music.
KOD Records,
KOD,
SRMG Records,
SRMG Entertainment,
Alabama's finest studios.
Alabama Finest Studios,
This is Sir Rod. This is what we do.
FA Visions 2.
P$D.
That's right, PSD. Check me out on SoundCloud and YouTube for all of your musical needs, okay?
Absolutely.
We do everything.
Album out now.
Love,
Album is
Loyal
out
Lyric.
now. Love,
Love,
Lyrics,
Lyrics,
Loyalty. Go
Loyalty.
to the YouTube page, P$D. You can't miss it.
Can't.
Go to my SoundCloud. You can't miss it.
Can't.
Good music, people.
Good music. Absolutely.
And more is coming soon. So back to your regular scheduled program.
I'm your host, Dysfunctional World.
I'm your boy Sid, and we
Yes.
out of time. Till the next time,
Screaming, let's talk.
peace.
Peace.